Hello, my name is Ruben de la Iglesia. I work as product manager in ComAp headquarters in Prague, and in this video I would like to show you how to configure user sensors. User sensors are really useful to can create our sensors or sensors curve, okay, if it's not predefined in the default sensors that we have created in ComAp. So for that, the only thing that we are gonna need to do is go into the gen config. You can go from IntelliMonitor, just as always clicking this button, in monitor, gen config. And once it's open, we just need to go to the tab that is called user sensors that you can find there. Here in this tab, you can just start to add new sensors, okay? And you can start to configure them. The first thing that you need to choose is this sensor. What is gonna be? There are many of them, many options, okay? That you can see here. There are all of these ones. But you have here the CU 020 milliamps for 0 to 20 milliamps, 0.5 volts, and 0 to 2400 ohms. And these three ones that has the number CU and are the ones that we are gonna need to use if we are gonna connect our sensor to the analog input from the controller. That's why it's called CU from control unit. This you can find here in analog input. It will be if I connect in one of these analog inputs. Okay, so coming back to user sensors, once I choose, for example, this one of resistive, I just can put a name. I'm gonna put a name for example, the full level. I will put in Spanish that is nivel de combustible, full level. And you can choose the resolution also. Okay, 1, 0.1, let's 1. So now the only thing that we need to start to do is start to create the curve, okay, that you can see here. You need to start to add the data here on the right. In these values, we need to put the X and the Y. This data, you could find it in the manufacturer dataset of the sensor, okay? That usually the manufacturer tells us which kind of sensor it is, and also which values we need to introduce in this table to create the curve. So we are gonna put just some value just to see that when you put the value, the graphic will change, okay? And here when it's loading, I will put something in the vertical bar, and you can see that we have a line, but it will be like a curve, okay? I can save it, and once I save it, I can use for other configurations. For example, I will put like the level of full in Spanish. And later, if I need it, I can open for other configurations, and then I will have my sensor already saved. Then in inputs outputs, when we want to use the user sensor that we created that is called nivel de combus, inputs outputs, we go to analog inputs. We choose, for example, this input, and I can put the name nivel de combustible again, okay? Here I'm gonna be able to choose the user sensor that I've created. Okay, so I just put the name. I can choose the dimension, that in this case I'm gonna put it in percentage. Let me find the percentage here. Here it is. The sensor is gonna be resistive, okay? But I will put the user sensor nivel de combus. That is here. The curve is there, okay? And now I can choose the bar graph, the level of bar graph that I want, like a normal analog input. And that's it. This is how we create user sensors. I'm gonna make another example, okay? Just to show you that how it looks like. I'm gonna put oil press. So I'm gonna go to user sensors. And I have this table from the dataset from the manufacturer of the sensor, okay, where I have resistive in ohms and when I have the pressure in PSI. So I'm gonna start to introduce all this data in the curve, okay, here. I put it in fast speed so we don't need to wait too much. And now that it's created, I can go to inputs, outputs, go into the old press, and I can choose my sensor, that I call it presión, from pressure in Spanish, okay? And then the paragraph 0 to 100, I'm gonna choose probably the level of 100, okay, because it's the maximum PSI that I have. And I can attach one function, one protection. I can configure it as always, nothing changed there. And that's probably all. I hope that this video has been interesting for you, useful for you. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact our technical support department across our email or phone.